So 3 games, Leagues Cup is over now. You've
Yeah.
had a chance to reflect on some of the rotations, some of the players that really got to see some decent first team minutes. What is your biggest takeaway positively from what this team was able to do in those 3 games?
Yeah, that was first of all was very important to have these rotations with all these games. Now tomorrow the game, on Wednesday the next game, Saturday, so very tough our schedule, but it was good to see all the guys. And from the performance side, it was very well most of the time. I think that was for us very important to use the time to develop our principle, to develop how we want to play, and we could see this in all the games. And first game we won, then was a little bit unlucky against Monterrey. Against Juarez was very tough this game. So, but I would say was really good to have these 2 weeks and the performance in all these 3 games. And now we have to continue the next step for tomorrow against Salt Lake.
Players like Carlos Cornell and Choupo-Moting got some much needed rest during this time. How are they feeling going into tomorrow? Or is there anything that you can tell us about their recovery?
Yeah, Choupo was ready. Choupo was ready the whole week, so he was sitting on the bench, and then he was playing 30 minutes. So he's available for tomorrow. We have to decide at the end how's the starting lineup. And Carlos Coronel, he was injured on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So or Wednesday, Thursday, like this. And we have to think about also to make tomorrow the decision. AJ did it very well in the games, and we take tomorrow the decision, and also with the goalkeeper.
We'll go to Dan.
Good afternoon, Sandro. Hope you're doing well. Talking about Real Salt Lake coming in, Diego Luna has been an amazing player. He's been attacking, distributing, scoring. What do you have to do to try to prevent him from beating you at the net?
Yeah, he's a good player with the ball especially, and also very aggressive against the ball when they start their pressing in their 4-4-2 most of the time. And Salt Lake is a team with a lot of built-up situations through the center, with the center backs, then with the goalkeeper starts, and with the movements of their 6th position. Then they have Luna in the red zone, so it's a good team with the ball. And then they have the quality in the final third, especially with Luna, to play the final pass. But at the end, our defending has to start with our striker. That's clear, and not to start our defending with our 6 or with our back line. It starts then with our pressing line, and then to keep the pressure in the highest intensity which we need against them, and then to create our moments when we have the ball.
Go back to Akron.
Yeah.
Coach, now is the time of year where every game seems to influence what happens in the playoff picture. How important is the messaging to the team that each and every game is essential to make sure the team gets back there?
Of course, now it's an important part of the season now, especially the last 9 games now. So we have one break more in this part with an international window. But now to have the focus to go step by step. So not to think about what can happen after the season, or how many points do we need for the playoffs or something like that. I think the main part is, and this is what we said after Chicago directly, to go day by day, to use our time for our development, for our identity, for our philosophy, how we want to play. And tomorrow is the first step of the last period. That's it, against Salt Lake. And we have to show then our intensity, our energy, and our quality.
We'll go back to Dan.
What impressed you from the last Leagues Cup match with Marcelo Morales, who I thought he was phenomenal in the matchup from start to finish?
Yeah, he was good. So he was good, and I spoke after the day after the game with him individual, and this was a good step for him individual, for his development. And I think now it's important that he's coming closer with the intensity, how we want to play. But it's normal. He was now playing the first game in our intensity, and that he's then a little bit tired the last 10-15 minutes. That's normal. But what we have seen before, the first 60-70 minutes was good, especially the confidence with the ball. And now we have to continue this progress, to continue this development. And it starts with every training session. It starts with the behavior off the field, with everything, to be very professional. but he has the potential. This is what we have seen from his performance the last League Cup game, and which is very important for us to have this competitions then on the left fullback position.
Dan, do you have another?
Yes, I do. Has Gustav Bregren arrived yet, or there's like still issues with, I guess, visa or whatever?
Yeah, it's not arrived yet, so we have to wait.
Okay.
That's the situation. Yeah.
We have time for 2 more questions if anyone has any.
I'll grab one.
Anthony in
Yeah,
the
come
room?
on, Anthony.
All right, let's do it. So we've gotten a lot of goals from different places. Dylan Nealis in the last game. How important is it for this team to get goals from positions that aren't necessarily the biggest goal scoring positions? How, especially considering some of the problems the team has had of late in scoring.
Yeah, very, very good question, Anthony. Very good question, because it's when you want to be successful as a team, then it's necessary that you have also from each position that you have the chance to score, and set pieces is a big chance. It's a very important detail in the game when it's very close the game, when it's against a good opponent. And then in details you can decide, and set pieces, corners, free kicks, all this situation, throw in as well. And then you need the confidence always to do your job, to do your responsibility, what you have to do in set pieces. And that's good. It's not only that we can think about, okay, hopefully is Emil scoring or Chupo scoring. We need all these players from different positions, high numbers in the box. And what I explained, set pieces, that's important to have this confidence that we are able to score from each positions.
And we'll finish out with Dan.
I know you want to go one match at a time, but honestly, Sandro, this is going to be a very difficult week. Not only back in league play, you have to make up the quarterfinal match of the Open Cup in midweek, back down to Philly. How are you going to manage this roster for this entire week?
Yeah, it's very simple, Dan. It's very simple. So our focus is for tomorrow. And of course, but we are very excited now for the week. It's a good week. It's not to think about, oh, it's difficult. How do we manage now? Something like that. So I think in the past, when we are looking, for example, on May with all these games, we had a very good experience with these rotations. And but now keep the focus first of all for tomorrow game, and after the game, we start directly then the preparation for Monday training session, Tuesday training session, and then starts on Wednesdays.
There's been a lot of games lately. You've seen a lot of starts. Walk me through how are you feeling physically, and what are your expectations of your level of play going into Salt Lake tomorrow?
Physically, I think I'm in a good spot. I feel great, and I feel ready for tomorrow.
We go to Dan.
Hey, Mohammed, hope you're doing well today. Just talk about the Leagues Cup altogether in those 3 games you started and or came off the bench. What was your expectations of the level of quality from those 3 clubs from Mexico, in Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Juarez?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a good experience. And also the quality of the teams, you can feel their level of, the intensity, and also with the ball, the quality they have. So, I was expecting them to be good, and I think they didn't disappoint. Like, with all the teams that we faced, I feel like their level is also at the top, and it was great to face them, also to have, different experience,
Anthony?
You've become such an important part of the rotation of this team under head coach Sandro Schwarz. How important is it to you that he has that confidence in you, whether as a starter or off the bench?
Yeah, like I always said, I'm always ready. Like try to help the team, do my best, and this is the message the coach also passed for everyone. It doesn't matter if you are starting or you are coming off the bench. You will need everyone as a group, and I just feel happy to be able to help the team whenever I'm on the field or even if I'm coming from the bench. Yeah.
We'll go back to Dan.
You're going to be facing Salt Lake tomorrow. Diego Luna is one of the newest top players for the U.S. men's national team. How do you have to handle him when he has the ball or when he does not have the ball?
Honestly, there's not a single team that we are playing which we are approaching the game with the mindset of stopping one player. I think we are playing them as a team. So for me, we will approach the team like playing against Resort League, not against only one player. So yeah.
Go back to Anthony.
So we're at the point now in the season where every game matters towards the playoff push. Are you feeling any pressure for yourself going into this to be able to do just a little bit more to get the team back into the playoffs?
No, honestly, every game is important. We are not trying to think too much about playoffs or what's ahead. We try to take every game one by one and approach them with the same mindset. Yeah.
Dan?
What were your thoughts from Andy Rojas and Marcelo Morales, who got the start against Juarez on Thursday?
I mean, it was great. It was great for them to also get minutes. And like I said earlier, this is the message the coach always tells us. Every player will be important for the team. So see them getting their minute and also, having the experience of competing at this level is good because we will need everyone to be available to help the team, especially the second part of the season, which is very, very important for us. Yeah.